I'm Stephane Duret, and this is my video out. I'm from Miami, Florida, and I am an actor and the founding director of a nonprofit organization. My nonprofit does arts programming for children on the autism spectrum. So we do acting classes, dance classes, all that stuff for kids with special needs. I think it's important to come out because there is a self-acceptance that has to take place in all of us, in growing and maturing and in becoming an adult. And coming out not only gives yourself, I think it gives the self the opportunity to be honest and to accept love and the things that are coming into your world, but also it's to lead by example, I think is very important as well. So if I want everyone else, some of the children that I teach, to live their fullest life, then I have to live my fullest life, my most truthful life, my most honest life, my fullest life. I'm currently the swing and the Lola understudy in Kinky Boots on Broadway. So Just Be is kind of the big finale, the big, welcome to the world. Just be who you want to be. Never let them tell you who you ought to be, is the full lyric. It is very important to me now because growing up as a child, I had some identity stuff. I didn't like the person that I was. And then I learned, probably around senior year of high school, that, you are the best you. So once you figure out who the best you is, then you can be that person, and then everything around you falls into place. So being true to self is the most important thing that you can do for yourself and the most beautiful gift that you can offer the world, just by being your best self and your truest self. So Just Be, I think, is that message simplified in 2 words. Lola's a fascinating character because she's clearly the type of character that's had to put herself up and to come to that understanding on her own. So we see Lola at the top of the show as a person who is very solid into just being herself. And then as the show progresses, she kind of goes backwards and you see her not necessarily falter, but try to assimilate a little bit. So she's going back and not being herself, so that when we end the show, it's that reminder of, oh right, I've already done the work. I know who I am, I know what I stand for, and now I have the right to do so. Because we've all given each other the right to do so. So I came out by accident, which is really interesting. I do come from a relatively homophobic family. My parents are both from Haiti, and in Haiti, being gay is not allowed, just not acceptable. I was bullied as a kid. Not so much in school, but a lot at home. The way we show our love and our appreciation is through jeering and through jokes. I wasn't very good at sports at all. So of course, when we're all playing sports, of course, the one that's not so good is gonna be the butt of all the jokes. So it's hard to say that it was bullying because it wasn't necessarily ill-intended. However, it did affect me in a certain way growing up. I was at home over the holidays from college. It was my freshman year of college. And my father said, come on, help me take the garbage out, wrapping paper and all that stuff. So I'm helping him take the garbage out, and he says, your cousin's a lesbian. Do you know anything about this? And I said, no, which was a lie, bold-faced lie, because I was the first person she told. And then he said, really? Because, she told your other cousin, who told your aunt, who told me. You don't know anything about this? And I said, I'm lying. And he was like, why are you gonna keep this from me? And I said, well, because I sort of am too. At the time, I was playing the bisexual card. And we kind of had a screaming fight in front of the house for about 20 minutes. He went slammed the garbage in the garbage can. He was like, how can you be a man when you're being fucked up the ass by another man? To which I responded, how do you know I'm the one getting fucked up the ass? And then he said, I don't want to know. I don't know what you do. I don't want to know what you do. Stormed into the house. I went to my bedroom. For the next 2 years, we didn't talk. He would walk into a room and I'd walk out, or vice versa. He'd walk out of the room if I walked in. But after coming out to my father, my mother pulled me into the bedroom the following day, and she was like, just so you know, you're not going anywhere. Nobody's disowning anybody. You're staying right here. Of course, I know that there are going to be hardships in your life that I would never wish upon you because of this, but ultimately you're my son and I love you, and you're not going anywhere. So I stayed, and luckily my father's now turned around. My father actually brought his entire office to come see me as Lola in Kinky Boots from Miami all the way up to New York. And he beams with pride, which is a really beautiful thing. You know, having the opportunity to sing a song like I'm not my father's son. I'm not the image of, oh gosh, there go the song lyrics. But he got to watch me sing that song, you know, and he got to watch me sing Just Be, you know, and really kind of come into my own, you know, dressed as a man and dressed as a woman, you know, and then to kind of parade me afterwards as, you know, his son. It was a really beautiful moment. So things were a little rough at first, but things are really beautiful now, so can't complain. As an adult, I did get the faggot once while I was walking down the street holding hands with my boyfriend at the time. But since then, I haven't been bullied or jeered. I kind of stay in pretty safe environments, or seemingly safe environments at least. My message would be that it's okay, that you're okay. There are other people like you. There are other people going through the exact same stuff. It doesn't necessarily make it easier, but you've got to find your true self and live towards your true self and your honest self, because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the world. I think one of my biggest attributes is that, and why my work with autistic children is so solid, is because I give you the opportunity to be yourself. However you are, verbal, nonverbal, black, white, gay, female, male, doesn't matter. You be you. And I think I'm really good at letting people be themselves. I wouldn't do a thing differently. Yeah? Do we feel good about it?
Good about it, yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Run.
I'm running. I'm out of here. Were my tits out that whole time? We might have to retake it.
You look fabulous.
Here you are. Who I am.
Thank you.